Welcome back, everyone, to Overtake in the Dream Team series. This is, for everyone that can count, episode 4, which means, sadly, the last episode of season 1. Don't worry about that. There's plenty of race action still to come, and we had great races already. As I said, this is episode 4, where we go over to Portimao for some F1 2021 action. But previously, we already had the Spa race, and the Spa race was more than just a normal boring race where people go in circle. No, it was an absolutely great and entertaining evening for all of us. Because Amos finally secured his win there. While he was denied from him at Silverstone, he managed to finally put on a good performance all over the place and took home 15 points in the end. Hydro yet again, though, fumbled his chances at another top finish. This time, he spun around during the later parts of the race, which unfortunately cost him a lot of points. Tragic about this is that he obviously has the pace, as we know, and he proved it time and time again. And he would be a good contender for first place in the standings if it wasn't for those small mistakes. Luckily, we still got Portimao coming, right? Maybe it works a bit better there for him because he is definitely one of the favorites when it comes to the big points in one of these races. Before we get onto the grid and get started with everything around Portimao, I actually want to have a chat with, I would say, the fan favorite of the grid, that is Gamer Muscle. You might now wonder why would we talk to James and Gamer Muscle now when there's so many better content creators on our grid. The answer is quite simple, because all the others are actually practicing and using their time, while James isn't. So, James, are you all right?
I'm all right, yeah. I'm being busy drinking my tea, and that is the real training that a person needs to be successfully consistent at coming last repeatedly.
Man, I also drink tea. That now kind of makes sense with my career in sim racing. I really have to think that through. Man, that might change a lot. But James, let's talk about your actual participation in the Dream Team series. First of all, we're obviously grateful that you're in, right? You provide great entertainment for everyone out there. But how do you see your own performance right now? I mean, I said something about it already. I'm really sorry. But what do you think about it yourself?
First of all, I'd like to dispute the great entertainment. Debatable. But yeah, no, it's awesome to have been invited to it. And although the points aren't coming in for Team Jimmy Muscle, we've been trying our best, and it's just been fun doing it, really, to be honest.
It's what it's all about, right? We want to enjoy racing and we want to enjoy you guys driving on F1 2021. Let's talk quickly about the avatars, right? That's something I would say it's unique in our series, and I saw your avatar drinking tea as well, so you two seem really lookalikes and be the same.
Yeah, well, the attention to detail is phenomenal. Lack of hair, cup of tea, literally photo real. The fact that it's 2D, you'd almost not notice. It is literally a carbon copy of myself. I'm immortalized now.
Yep, maybe we should consider AI so that your avatar can do future videos for you instead of you doing it.
That could, yes. It's a good idea. Great business idea. Right, write that down.
I will call you later on about that, like after the show.
You.
That's no problem. you said it already. It's debatable if you're the most entertaining one, but that's what people love you for, obviously, on your channel. So can you give us a bit of background? Like, how did you become the funny person in sim racing?
How did you become the bold idiot in a sim rig? Oh, man. I don't know. Like, the reason I started using a webcam and YouTubing was actually because I had like really bad anxiety doing presentations for business, and then also just being on camera used to like scare the crap out of me. And then I was like, hang on, the more you do something, the more comfortable you get at it. So that's how I actually started using a webcam and talking to a webcam and being an idiot on the internet. And it's been downhill since then for myself and everybody else, but it's all right.
I think we can all live with that. But although I get that, it's like, I mean, I'm standing in front of the camera a lot as well, right? And people always think like, oh, you must be super brave. It's like, no, I can't even talk to people in the shop asking for help, right? Because I'm too shy for that. So maybe I should try that as well. Maybe I should jump on a YouTube channel and do stuff like that.
Get on there. Get on YouTube and we can shout abuse at each other. We should do an iRacing race.
I'm not doing YouTube. Where's this on again? Like, James, you're doing a lot of different titles, obviously, on your channel, and now it's back to F1 21. And is it like a big, difficult thing for you every single time to swap between sims? Is that maybe the best excuse you have for the results so far in the Dream Team series?
Well, I mean, there's an infinite number of excuses, and the more excuses you have, the more pro of a race driver you are. But yeah, it really is difficult going from game to game. And I certainly notice as someone that plays a lot of the simulators, I jump between AC Race Room, iRacing, and now the F1 2021 with this, and it is really hard going from game to game, and definitely takes a bit of getting used to. So thanks for that excuse. That's the one I'll be using for all the future races. Different game, need to adapt. I'm actually good. It's the game's fault.
Yeah, I will give that to the commentator. Just make sure that he mentions it every single time something goes wrong in your race that's coming up. Talking about that, any predictions, points-wise?
Points-wise, well, obviously, I'm going to be leading the way in the next race and the race following that. I see lots of wins for myself and the team. We prepared. Yeah, that's my. It's not going to happen. But, you know,
I'm willing to put my money on you. It's fine. I will go there now. I'll bet on you. And then there's nothing more to say anymore than wishing you good luck for the race, Matt.
Thank you very much. And sorry that you've lost all your money.
It's fine. Take care, Chase. Let's head over to the stats that really count in the Dream Team series, and that are the actual team standings and team points. What we see here is El Rey and Amos leading. That seems like an absolute dream team because they got most of the points racked up this season right behind, in front of Ray and Jay. So that's kind of, what is it then? Is it Pixels meets TV? I don't know. Something around that. But they got also good points the last races. 3 are already behind us. 1 is still to go. And then we got Hydro and Anna on air on 3rd, followed by Maxime and Emily Jones. Before we got Gamer Muscle and Jimmy Broadbent who would stand in more or less on last point. But I'm not too concerned about Gamer Muscle. I think he will do very well here. He said he wins, put my money on it, so it will definitely happen. As you also know, we always bring new followers and new community members of our content creators into this race because we want to bring everyone together here at Overtake, and they got their own standings as well. If you wonder, wait, that's not really the standings I calculated last time. Let me explain real quick once again that the standings are separated. So whoever is the quickest community member gets full points, or like points for win, and the fastest content creator gets full points for win. So they're a completely separated points table in terms of what's happening on the board. Over at the community, Ray and Jay is currently leading 65 points in front of Gamer Muscle and Jimmy's team on 42. And then we got Hydro and Anna on air, so they're community members with 34 points. Maxime and Emily Jones, 25, and then El Rey and Amos. So the guys are actually leading in the content creator side with 21 points. They're unfortunately so far the worst community. Sounds kind of harsh, but we're looking for the fastest community out there. So make sure next time you see a Dream Team Series announcement that you get involved. And by the way, also just hit the subscribe button and the bell and maybe comment if you want to see a second season. But enough of my talking. Let's let the race cars talk instead. So let's over for the last race, Portimao onto the grid.
Yes, thank you very much, Renee. So here we are in the qualifying, as you can see. It is the Sexy J. Been having a lot of battles with Maxime over the course of this series, and as you can see, they're together again, aren't they? It's as if it was meant to be. Jay going a little deep on the corner there, looking to try and beat Maxime in the qualification series. We'll see whether it works out for, though, as we get back to that. But here is the fastest lap, and it is, of course, the man in the Ferrari. Amos has been doing fantastically well. Arguably should have had the pole position back in Spa, but you know what? One of his own community members got in the way, so he's got nobody else to blame other than the people he brought in. But he started off really well here, as you can see, flat out once again, as he comes hard on the brakes now. Not the greatest first sector, it is red, but let's not get carried away. It's only 0.35 off his own time right now, so it's still looking like a very quick time because he'd already qualified in pole position. Once again, slips it down to 4th, rides it round, and then hard on the accelerator once again, dips it into the left side. Very uphill battle here at Portimao. You can see they're hard on the brakes once again. Kisses the apex, beautifully done there. Just catches the slip there. You can see him wiggling that wheel and then down to third gear. Probably could have dropped it down a gear there. Maybe wanted to avoid the acceleration slip overall, but now he just carries it beautifully. This is where you have to be fast because the acceleration goes into this big sweeping right-hander. Purple in the second sector, looking great in the third sector. Amos will come out on top with pole position. Let's have a quick look at Rai in the final lap. He ordinarily had been qualifying very well across the series, but as you can see, not having the greatest time here at Portimao.
Schaut nice aus.
Is it a good lap though? That's the question. Only 7th.
Ja, ein Zehntel ist es aber tatsächlich nur. Aber
Okay,
immerhin.
krass. Die sah irgendwie schnell aus.
Ja, das Problem ist, ich habe es an manchen Stellen gewonnen, habe ich es an anderen Stellen wieder verloren. Ich glaube, so in dieser Haarnadel, diese Bergab-Haarnadel, die man rein.
So here we are at the starting grid, ladies and gentlemen. In first place, pole position, Amos. What a cracking lap there. Jay Verhagen, newcomer, alongside him from the community members. Simax, also community man, down in third place. Alongside him will be El Rey. The Ferrari's looking out that front too. Dan in fifth and Andy Knight down in sixth place for the Red Bull, looking great there. Mr. Mullins also the Red Bull in seventh place with Hydro only getting 8th in the end there. Rai down in 9th place and 10th for Emery. Great qualifying for Emery there. Maxime in 11th place, Jimmy Broadbent down in 12th. Let's see what he can do. See, trying to get past there. Community member in 13th place, along with Jay down in 14th. We saw him close to Maxime. He's there again, isn't he? Thomas in 15th with Snoo down in 16th place. Anna, only 17th today with Game Muscle Lane 18th. He said put your money on him to win, but that's going to be a lot of work he's got to do there. Drag down in 19th and El Radi down in 20th.
We got our content creators and community members ready and behind the steering wheel. So it's time for me to once again remind you what might happen out there on the track and what you should keep an eye on. One thing to watch out for is the battle between Maxime and Jay, because so far that's a 2-1 for Maxime. Could change here in Portimao, who knows? Probably due to the track, there won't be that many overtakes, but strategy will kick in. There could be one stop, there could be two stop, and maybe if you throw even a safety car in, who knows? And also another maybe is, can someone stop El Rey and Amos in terms of the championship here at the Dream Team Series? You will find out in just a few moments. So let's head right into the race.
So here we are at Portimao, the start. Amos starting out on that pole position in the Ferrari. Away we go. Looking down the field to see if anyone's going to be clean. It's looking pretty good start for the Red Bulls down of Andy Nye. Looking like a great start from Amos though. Jay Verhad also getting himself out cleanly. There is one car looking go a little wide further back there. Didn't quite catch who it was. It may have been Jimmy Broadbent. He's up into 10th place, so a great start from him. Gaining 2 places from the beginning of the race. Hydro still down in 8th with Ryan 9th, looking to try and trade positions at the moment. Hydro, you can see, trying to get alongside. But it is Amos that started out fantastically well. Jay up behind him, also keeping him in check, but this is Amos's time to shine. We saw how he did it in the fastest lap, and he's looking very comfortable here in the start of the race.
Direkt vor meiner Nase.
Jay looking to challenge Maxime once again. As you just heard from Rene, they are very close in terms of fighting, but it's Maxime that's challenging Jimmy Broadbent just ahead. They're trying to go around the outside. Jay's got Thomas tucking up on the left side of him there as well, looking to keep track position. Went for the racing line, but he's got to be careful he doesn't lose out on position as they all try and tuck through. Jay just hanging on in there at the moment. You can see Thomas really keeping the pressure on as they go up the inside. No, Jay loses out 1, 2, 3 positions. It's all gone wrong there, but he manages to fight back on them. Here's Hydro in the Alpine, right up behind him, but he's looking to get past Andy Knight as he works his magic maybe here. Hard on the brakes, down to second, and then flat out now. Keeping a really good line, and Andy Knight's got a very good chance. Goes on the right side.
Je passe Andy et je vais sur-attaquer pour passer Andy et attaquer Mullins.
And hard on the brakes, he's got to be careful. He's still got him on the inside. Not the cleanest, but he isn't going to have the racing line on the left, but he's really doing well, getting his elbows out there. I love to see it, and that is a great move done by Hydro.
Ok, je passe en gym, par contre,
So, right, on the end of the first lap here, under pressure from Jimmy Broadbent up behind, it seemed. Maxime trailing, but it is Jimmy that is in the mirror. Where's the Shed Dweller going to go? Will it be right? Will it be left? He's leaving it to the last minute, dives out the right-hand side. Hasn't got DRS yet. That is a beautiful clean overtake from Jimmy Broadbent.
Vor mir.
Let's have a look at Emery. Oh no, it's not looking good. The lag monster looks like it's got her once again. She's sweeping round turn 4. No, what has happened? Into the wall. So, lap 3, El Rey, who's been doing fantastically well throughout the championship, finds himself down in 4th position right now. Not behind Simax, the community member in the Haas. But of course, in lap 3, DRS will be enabled. Once again, coming round the main straight, should have a real big lead at the moment. It's a long way back, but this DRS can make up a lot of ground. And just look at the speed as he goes past without even blinking on Simax, and he's up to 3rd. Checking out Drag Red Sim down in 19th in the Williams. Sweeping around the 3rd corner. Turn 3 just loses the back end. Puts the power on too early. You can see the wheels spinning. And that brings out the safety car. Into the barrier he goes. And that could have a big effect on the race. Amos currently the lead man on the safety car. As you can see, it was a long way out. But choosing this lap to go into the pits and look after those tyres. You can see he's already working through the menus, trying to get himself set up for this pit stop. Now, everybody backed up, but it was a long way out. I do question how much this is going to help him out here. I feel he's going to lose a lot of positions because the safety car came out so early. He's going to have a lot of work to do here to catch up, but it is an early pit stop. He's making use of that safety car. We'll see whether he can go long. Of course, the main important thing is to keep your concentration during the safety car and watch what's going on around you.
Nein! Oh, jetzt habe ich nicht aufgepasst. Oh nein, ich bin so dumm.
Not something that Ryan managed to do, though, as he collects damage on his front wing. What a disaster on the safety
Mann,
car.
ey, ich habe nicht aufgepasst. Ich war so abgelenkt. Ach Mann, ey. Oh, ja, damit RIP. Damit RIP.
So, following the safety car is Jay, El Rey, Simax, and Mr. Mullins. Jimmy Broadbent up to 5th, Maxime 6th. Of course, pit stops have been a thing so far, which is why Amos is down in 9th place at the moment. That's a little glitch there. We'll just ignore the fact that the safety car popped in front of Jay's front wing. And hopefully that doesn't affect their concentration as much as it did mine. El Rey, of course, looking for a good result here. Maybe take himself a championship point. Has yet to stop to pits, but tyres are looking pretty good so far. You can see Jay working them hard. Of course, he is really racing against his teammate Amos here for that championship position. Didn't have the greatest results in Spa overall. Certainly expected more of them based on what we've seen so far throughout this short championship. The 4th race here at Portimao. And Jay really working it wide on that right-hand side. He's got to be careful he doesn't have contact. We've already seen Wright connect alongside him. Over the line they go. Oh, just a little wiggle under El Rey. Didn't get the traction he was looking for, and that gave Jay a great start to get things back underway. Simax looking to challenge as well on the inside here, but should be able to sweep on round as the race gets back underway. We'll see what sort of damage that safety car may well have done. Maxime up behind Jimmy Broadbent. Thomas up behind her. Looking to try and perhaps make a move here. In a good position to try and nip up the inside. Certainly looking for it. Jimmy just ahead. But oh!
Yo, this Thomas guy needs...
Was that contact?
Fucking hell, mate. This guy. He can't drive and now he spins me around.
That's nice.
Wow. I'm P50 now.
I don't think she was happy about that.
He was already like trying to dive on me like 6 times. And now he hit me and he made me spin.
Lot of salt from Maxime.
Oh, someone's hard dead on the pit entry.
Oh my god. And another safety car.
Just be careful. Okay, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast.
Really annoying this. Like,
So Jay once again finds himself in the similar situation. Oh! That's a scary moment. He didn't flinch this time, Jay. I think I flinched more than Jay did. Safety car, just a little pop. But it's all right. It ghosted out of him. So the restart getting underway. Jay, of course, holding that lead once again. Let's see if El Rey doesn't get caught out here. Lost a lot of traction last time around on the restart. Got very slippy. Once again, similar situation. Over the line they go. And this time it looks like El Rey was ready for it. You can see he's got a brilliant slipstream on Jay. Immediately launches it down the inside. That is going to be tricky around the outside. I'll love to see it. I was expecting inside, but went outside instead. Jay defended inside, and El Rey makes it stick. Beautiful move from the Maestro. So let's have another look at the start. We saw how it worked out for El Rey and Jay. Let's have a look further down at Hydro, Amos, Sexy, Maxime. They're all down in and around here.
Okay, the incident has been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed.
So Hydro burning full battery to make sure he stays ahead of Amos. Is it worth it? Let's see. Round turn 1 and 2 into turn 3. That's going to hit the big sausage. Oh no! Oh, he spun it. He's lost 1, 2, 3, 4 places.
T'inquiète, je suis pas loin, c'est juste fais gaffe à Amos. Parce qu'en fait, Amos m'a attaqué, j'étais obligé.
He's going to have to go for it on Maxime. That is a disaster for Hydro. He's done so well so often, but always makes his mistakes. Lap 13 and Gamer Muscle up in 11th place. Must be getting a nosebleed, he's up this high. Having a fantastic race so far, no doubt about it. It is working out for Gamer Muscle, but he has got himself Mr. Mullins up behind. The face of focus. Oh, loses the back end, has to collect it. Just
Approaching back markers, eh?
even himself, I mean, he has got a 5-second penalty, but that's fine. There's a 14-second penalty ahead of him. Plenty of penalties around here, no doubt about it. But approaching back markers, that's going to be happy for him. It is Emery, of course. The Lagmeister delivering. Oh, Rise coming up behind. Danger, Gamer, danger. Right, out in 13th position. A long way back, it seems. But Gamer Muscle having a great lap. And it looks like Rai might be having a better one. He's out on the right-hand side trying to get past. On Mr. Mullins, he's got to be careful pulling in. Rai's there. Make sure he doesn't tuck in too much, but he's in the end gone really wide. And now Rai's going to sneak up the inside of turn 3. And he loses the position. Hydro, meanwhile, looking to work his way up the pack. He's
Oh, vraiment, il overboost pour rester.
recovering from the spin. Is he going to overboost? The man in front is certainly boosting. He did the same thing on Amos a moment ago. And he lost these positions. Jay just further up the field as well. Well, it's a small error from the Alfa Romeo. Should be able to catch him here. As he looks up the inside, shows it what he's going to do and makes it, sends it. Licks a stamp and sends it right down there. Works out wonderful for him. And then with Jay just ahead. Oh, he's made a mistake. He's got hard on the brakes. He's gone twitchy, hasn't he? And Hydro just sweeps through. It's a 2-for-1 deal today for Hydro. And Jay, unfortunately, it cost him. Now Amos, look at this, working his way back through the pack. had that pit stop early on. And you can see just how good he is. Oh, that Simax going very wide there. Easy for Amos as he sweeps around the final corner down the main straight. Jay just ahead of him with El Rey, of course, who retook his position for the lead, and Jay looking to do the same here. Nips out, tucks in. DRS working wonders for that lovely Williams as it sweeps on round the first corner. And now El Rey has his teammate up behind him. Ooh, just a little hot spot on the brakes there, puff of smoke as he came through. Let's have a look at Anna, further down the field in 14th at the moment. Sweeping around the final corner. Full on the power!
Mais comment c'est possible? Par quelle sorcellerie? Voilà, voilà. Allez, j'ai plus d'aileron. C'est fin de game.
Witchcraft indeed. I know the feeling well.
Okay, Anna, we need to retire the car.
Attends, mais là, je vais m'arrêter bientôt le down.
Lose that back end, and oh my word, it does feel like witchcraft. There's no doubt about it. Into the pit she goes. Jay looking to regain his position he lost when he just went a little slippy there. Oh, looking to make a move. Maxime's often said he makes some diving moves like he does on the AI. Oh, and he's made it work this time on the AI. Lap 18, and Mr. Mullins caught up behind. Looking to try and squeeze around the inside perhaps as he goes down the main straight. Oh, left, right, wasn't quite sure. Opens up that DRS. He's got Maxime ahead of him as well. He's going to do a 2-for-1. Straight through he goes. Oh, Maxime forced a little wide. Does manage to hold on to the position. Oh, she's run wide on the corner. Mr. Mullins is still there.
It's you again.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, teammates? I'm having
Getting
a
lapped
crazy
again.
battle here.
Can Emery
I can harass them
put
if
them
you
off?
need.
That's the question.
I'll just start weaving.
Ghost in him.
Safety car, say I'm the safety car.
Doesn't quite work out. I like the thinking from Emery, but Mr. Mullins was not put off. So the battle for the podium positions continues. Jay, El Rey, and Amos all fighting for position. And it is the two teammates right now that may well be changing position. El Rey yet to stop, as far as I'm aware. Amos stopped very early on for those tyres.
How are your tires?
Good.
Glad to see we're on the same page, thinking the same. He has a quick look at the tyres to see if they're okay or not. Looks like Amos is going to make the move up the inside. Should make it stick. El Rey's going to try and keep him as wide as he can. Has to keep his front wing, but it's a great overtake from Amos. And now Jay, in lap 21, decides it's time for the pits. Feeling the pressure of Amos behind. That's El Rey coming in the pits as well, alongside him. And Amos now takes the lead on those tyres. Regains the position he lost back at the safety car a long time back in the race now. And we'll see how he does. So lap 23 and Maxime up behind Gamer Muscle.
Are you fighting Gamer Muscle?
Put him in the bin.
In the bin.
Pit stop maneuver maybe from Maxime. No.
In
it's
the
a clean
bin.
one.
Yeah.
I'm flying past him.
Absolutely
DRS.
flies by. Lap 27 further along in the race, and Hydro back where he wants to be in a podium position behind Dan. And who is that as the back marker? It's really getting in his way.
Il fait la course de sa vie, lui. Hein.
Really putting him off.
Il est en fantôme, il me fait full dive, il décroise, il recroise. Vraiment, ça fait un délire.
C'est un fan de toi.
Ah, ça m'étonnerait.
Je vais mettre une vidéo après comment j'ai humilié Hydro.
Still annoyed about her spin earlier on, but Hydro, he's recovered well from his spin, hasn't he? Currently challenge out for Dan. one of the community
Yeah,
drivers
then
in
c'est nous-
second
nous, on
place.
avance pas,
Great
et
run
Jay
from the
revient
community here, by the way.
Il me dépasse à la toute fin. Hein.
Let's see what he can do.
Moi que je vais défendre, toi tu frappes les deux et moi je frappe les quatre.
Really being put off by
mais
this
casse-toi à
ghost.
me faire des dives.
Looks like the
est
Alfa
trop chiant,
Romeo, I
mais ça-
believe
en
it
fait,
is, that's
vu qu'il est en photo,
nipping
je vois
in
pas
now.
du
But
tout.
Amos, he is not put off, is he? But look at the state of his tyres. Oh my word, 42% on that rear right. That is pretty hairy. Just 5 laps to go in the race though, so should be good. El Rey's picked up himself a 3-second penalty in there as well. Amos, no penalties at all for this race, it seems. Jay, meanwhile, he's looking pretty solid up behind Hydro. Looking to try and put the moves on him. Should have the pace down the back straight here as well. DRS open. No way he's going to be able to blast it with the battery, I don't think now. Hydro! No!
What?
Oh, he went off track limits!
A time penalty for that last incident.
He went off track limits indeed. A very dumb penalty to pick up. Really shouldn't have done that. Got the move done and done though. And Jay follows through. But oh, that is going to cost him. It's a 3-second penalty. Let's see if he can stay ahead enough to maybe keep the podium. I don't think it's enough with 3 laps left. It's really going to be a tough challenge for him. And indeed, as he says, the front left is absolutely leaving him. Let's hope it doesn't completely leave the car though. He's got to keep Jay behind him. He's trying to play defensively. You can see trying to cover off the apex, but not just the apex. He's keeping his eye on Jay the whole time, making sure he doesn't leave any openings. He lost that position last time. Went a little wide, spun it, lost the rears. Oh, that front left really is struggling. He's tentatively going round the fast right-hander, sweeping down. He's got to be careful of DRS here. He tries to shake the tail. Looking to continue round. You can see it from Jay's point of view. Right up behind him. Coming over the line into lap 31. DRS territory very much open. Shakes to the right. Can he go to the left? He tries to sort of angle himself to the left. It's the right side that Jay chose in the end. DRS sweeps through and Hydro loses the position. Nothing he could do about that one. Maybe he could try and stay on the back of him and do the same at the end of the next lap. So here we are with Amos, the race leader, looking like he's going to be picking himself up the win and the championship if he goes on the way he is. No penalties picked up by Amos either throughout this race. Oh, look at his tyre. It is absolutely on its last legs. Not a lot left of it. Jay on the fresher tyres chasing him down. It was a 3-second gap at the start of this lap. It's already down to a 2.7. Could we be seeing a race to the finish from Jay? I don't quite think he's got enough here. The back marker of Anna just pulling Amos off just a little bit there, but he manages to get past there. Jay with no penalties either, really putting the challenge on. 2.2 is getting closer and closer. That fresh, soft tyre working wonders for him, but I don't think he's got enough time left. Sweeping around the corner. Not too many left for Amos here as he sweeps around turn 14. Flat on the gas. It's full power around the final corner, and it will be Amos.
Yes, let's win this race with 83% of tire wear.
83% of tire wear. Incredible victory for Amos.
God, I managed it. I just drive like a grandfather, okay, in 120.8.
Now with everyone across the line, we've finished the last race of the Overtake Dream Team Series, which means we're actually coming to the part where we look at who won, who lost, and most importantly, who has the fastest community out there. So let's check out the standings of this series. We got Amos Larito actually leading in terms of the content creators in the single-seater, basically. So without their teammates, you won't get anything for that, Amos, but hey, kudos to you. You actually won here. Rai second on the same points, actually, but without a win. And then El Rey Guri 41, just 1 point behind on third position. Shows how tight this championship was. Hydro and Maxime, they round out the top 5. And then we got Jay from Pete Smith with Gamer Muscle, Anna on Air, Emily Jones, and unfortunately Jimmy Broadband due to not attending only last. But other than that, looks quite good to me. But what's more important is community standings. Who has the fastest community out there? We ask all the content creators to bring one community member to every race, and now we know who has the fastest community. And it seems like that will be Ray and Jay. So Pete's Me TV and Pixel Hard, good on you. You guys got the fastest fans out there, as Mr. Mullins and Andy Knight did their best in this race and got 73 points at the end for the entirety of the community. Right behind, Hydro and Anna on Air, our French team on Racing on Alpine. Their community members came second on 56 points, and they definitely did well with Don and FVR, I have to say that, Cymax on second position. Gamer Muscle and Jimmy Broadband, they did a lot better than their heroes, so to say, as they only come in third with 51 points. Then it's Maxime and Emily Jones on fourth, and then the community of El Rey, Guri, and Amos Laredo on fifth. Now, there would normally be a drum roll, but I can't play the drum, so forget about that. We got the standings of the creator teams, and the best team of all the creators out there is El Rey and Amos, 83 points. It's quite a big gap, I have to say. Although on track, it didn't look as dominant, at least in my eyes. Right behind, Ray and Jay. Not just the fastest community, also the second fastest as their own content creator team. And then Hydro, Anna on Air. Hydro, obviously, so much potential, but just wasn't enough to grab a win here in the Dream Team series, maybe on season 2. Right there, 56 points on 3. Then Maxime and Emily Jones on 4th. And Gamer Muscle, 2 concentrated on T. And Jimmy Broadband only on 5th with 26 points. That means these lovely trophies, this one, that will actually go to Amos and El Rey for being the best content creator team, but we also got one for the best community and the fastest community out there, making sure that you all know and remember what happened in the Dream Team series. Not much more to say from my side, besides hopefully you guys enjoyed it out there, enjoyed the racing action. I talked to some of the drivers, they all enjoyed the racing, that is for sure. And you just have to hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, comment in the section below if you want to see a second season. And then that's it for today. My name is Renee, and I see you guys on the next one.